What's up, interwebs? I'm Tim Green. This is my writing channel, and you are listening to Skyler Grant, my only novel I've ever written by pantsing it and finishing it. And this is it. And you're going to hear a very first draft version of the story, which will be read to you by my buddy Adam Daley of ZOP Gaming.
Hey, everybody!
This is his first time as a narrator, so he's not an actual traditional narrator.
No, I try to do it in one take.
No, you don't try. You just do it in one take.
It's because they call me One Take Daily.
No, they don't. No one calls you that. So what will happen here is Adam is going to read a chapter, and then afterwards we'll discuss that chapter. As each episode goes on, when more episodes come on and more chapters, we'll have more to talk about as the story progresses. I'm basically trying to remember what happened, so this is going to be a refresher for me. And I'll talk about what I remember writing this, and maybe changes in everything I would make now if I was to rewrite it. So, with that said, before we get to the reading, if you go on to like this show, why not smash that like button, not push it. Smash that like button as a prayer to the holy algorithm. And, subscribe because awesome running content. With that all out of the way, let's get to the reading.
Skyler Grant. Written by Tim Green. Narrated by Adam Daley. Chapter 5. 3 days later. Sir, I have visual on the target, said a man with camouflage face paint and dark green top and pants with a black vest holding more ammo. Do you want me to take the shot? No, came a voice over the radio. What is your location? I'm a few feet from the edge of the woods, 26 degrees to her left. The target is sitting on the steps of the school. The last person seen was an adult female who came out with them. Understand. Wait for the rest of us to get into position. I will radio you back when we are in position for you to take your shot. Do not move from where you are. He might pick up on it. Understand. The soldier brought his weapon up, ready to take the shot moment he got the order. He looked through his scope, fixing his crosshairs on the base of the young girl's left shoulder. The young girl stood with jet black hair that came down past her shoulder, a strain draped over her right shoulder that came down past the middle of her chest, covering the first letter of her school's name on her red and black cheerleader outfit. White cords came down from under her hair down around her waist into her hand where she held her lime green iPod. This teen girl looked to be between 14 to 16 of age. Cute. After a few moments of watching, the soldier noticed her reach over to her bag and pulled out her cell phone. She reached up and pulled out her left earbud, held the phone to her ear. The soldier did not react, thinking it was probably parents or her ride calling to let her know they were running late. After a few moments, the girl picked her head up and began to look back and forth for something. This did not go over well with the soldier. Sir, said the soldier, touching his earpiece, the target has received a phone call and began looking around as trying to find something. I believe someone knows we are here. Hello? Said a young teenage girl with jet black hair. Who is this? Don't you know not to answer calls from numbers you don't recognize? Said a guy voice. Really funny trying to do the whole screen prank phone call on me. Well, it won't work. Bye. Don't hang up if you want to live. What? You heard me. My father is a cop, and I will have him trace this call. He will find you and arrest you for that threat. I am not threatening you. I am calling to warn you. Warn me of what? That someone else is watching me? Yes. Sure, prove it. Well, in a few moments, there will be several people watching you, but right now, only one has you in his sights. The man is in the woods directly in front of you, off to your left. The girl picked up her head and turned to her left, began moving her head back and forth, slowly trying to see if she could see anything. I don't see anyone. That's the point. If the soldier wanted to be seen, he would be wearing bright orange and yellow colors. I don't believe you. You're going to have to prove it. At that moment, the phone went dead. Only a dial tone rung in her ear. The girl, not sure what to make of it, she pulled the phone from her ear, looked at her screen to see the number the call came from. What she saw freaked her out. Her heart started to beat a little faster. On the screen was her cell phone number. She looked up again, glancing around, not feeling safe. She grabbed her bag, stood up quickly, put her arms through the straps, took a step down the remaining steps, when out of thin air, a large dart stopped inches from her chest. The dart just floated there. She focused on it, not sure what just happened. Her phone rang. The girl whipped off her backpack, pulled out her phone, pushed the green button, put it up to her ear. Hello? 6 minutes earlier. Sir, I've got a visual of the target. A man's voice came over the radio. Do you want me to take my shot? A tall, tan-skinned man in full camouflage with a Bundeswehr battle rifle, G36. He stopped, held up his fist, calling a halt to the 3 men who were following close behind him. The man reached up to his ear, touching his earpiece. No. What's your location? I'm a few feet from the edge of the woods. 26 degrees to target's left. The target is sitting on the steps of the school. The last person seen was an adult female who came out with them. Understand. Wait for the rest of us to get in position. I will radio you back when we are in position for you to take your shot. Understand. The man picked up his hand over his head and made a circular motion. The 3 troops came running over to him and gathered around him. Number 8 has the girl in his sights, said the man. He's waiting on the order to take her down with the tranquilizer. The coast seems clear. We need to get as close as we can to the school. We need to get to her once she is down back into the woods without anyone seeing us. What if we run into anyone? Asked one of the men. Tranquilize them. The darts have a new drug that will make them forget what happened. There's enough in for them to forget the last few minutes. Only use 1 dart, though, even if they don't go down right away. Too much of the drug can do major damage. Understand, said the man. Good. Follow me. I'm not sure I fully understand, said a voice outside the huddle. The men turned to see who had spoke, but they didn't see anyone. They looked all around. No one was there. The leader shook it off, motioning to his men when it came again. No, serious. I came in late. What are you doing? Said the voice. Who's there? Asked the leader. That moment, a thud was heard behind with a snapping of several twigs and leaves rustling. The men turned to see what just fell. Several feet from them stood Skyler, wearing a black trench coat open with black cargo pants and a black t-shirt under the coat. 2 minutes later. What should I do if this girl gets spooked? Is it going to be hard to take the shot without drawing attention to myself? The soldier waited for the commander's reply, but nothing came. This worried him. After a few moments, he touched his earpiece again. Sir, you there? Should I take the shot? No one responded. The soldier waited again. The whole time he kept the girl in his sights. The girl was now looking at her phone when she saw her head shoot up, looking more frantically. Sir, I'm going to take the shot unless you tell me not to. I will wait 5 seconds. 5 seconds passed, and the soldier raised his weapon, putting the crosshairs on the right shoulder of the girl as she was putting her phone back into the bag, when something dark stepped in front of him, blocking everything. The soldier looked up to see Skyler standing directly in front of him. I think your commander has changed his mind on taking this girl, said Skyler. The soldier quickly raised his weapon, fired the dart that struck right into the right thigh of Skyler. He glanced down, back at the soldier who still had the weapon fixed on him. That stuff doesn't affect me, said Skyler. The soldier stood up, weapons fixed on Skyler's chest, shot again, planting another dart only a few centimeters above his heart. Skyler didn't move, not wanting to waste another dart. The soldier stepped in, slammed the butt of his weapon into Skyler's gut, spun him around before slamming it again in his back, before raising back to his shoulder, got the girl in his sights and pulled the trigger. Skyler did not like getting hit, with little effect. He turned, using his hands as if he was grabbing something, launched his arm behind him. Just as the soldier pulled the trigger, he flew back, slamming into a tree, dropping to the ground. Skyler did not even check to see if the soldier was out. He reached his other hand, squinting his eyes, and closed his fingers as he was catching something small. He felt a slight tug in his hand before he could feel he had it. Skyler stood up, turned, and walked towards the tree line. As he slipped his hands in his pockets, pulled out phone, pressed send, and held it up to his ear. "You wanted proof?" said Skyler. "Yes." "Then look to your left." The cheerleader took her eyes off the floating dart enough and turned head to the left to see a tall figure standing at the tree line, with one hand of his ear and his other in front of him as if he was holding something. A moment after spotting him, Skyler dropped his hand in front of him, and she heard a cling of metal on the step in front of her. She turned and looked down to see the dart now resting on the step 2 below her. "If you need more proof, come over here and I will show you the man who just fired that dart." The girl turned to look at Skyler. She was not sure if she trusted him when she saw him fall to one knee. "Hold on, I am coming."
Go ahead, Adam. I know you have something. Come on.
You can use Google to understand, military lingo, or at least paramilitary lingo.
Yes, I know, Adam. I was in the Air Force for about 10 months.
Yeah, you went to school.
I know.
That's all that really happened.
I went to basic, got it, and then I went to school.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I knew it. Again, pantsing. I don't know what I was thinking. Why I didn't look up the lingo. I knew it. It happened. I watched enough stuff with it. But for some reason I decided, nah, we're not going to use the lingo.
No, I need to pants this even harder than this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's cool. I mean, you have an idea of what's supposed to be going on.
Yeah.
I absolutely butchered that girl. She really had no idea what was going on, and I made it seem that way in my performance.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea what was going on.
So,
there's 2 time skips in this.
Oh, I know. No. There is 1, 2, 3.
3.
Well, the first time skip is the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah.
But 3 total, technically. Oh, by the way, so the girl's name is Jenny, which is within a chapter, it becomes Jenna.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's not just Hillary. Eventually, his name.
You mean ISIS?
ISIS becomes Hillary. It's across the board. These names change.
ISIS steals her mother's name.
Except for Skyler, his name stays the same.
Never changes.
I actually think Skyler's best friend, who we'll see
later on,
his name never changes either.
Oh,
if I remember
good.
Correctly.
Good.
I'm not sure though for a fact.
He started out as Tommy, now he's Pierre. You're like,
No.
what? Not even close.
Not even close, dude.
Henri. You straight up just named him Brock Lesnar.
Wrong novel. I mentioned Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I do have a novel that I mentioned Brock Lesnar. But yeah. So, but what do you think of the chapter overall?
Not terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, top 5 that I've narrated.
Again, only narrated 5.
Exactly. Still top 5.
Yeah.
If it was somehow not in my top 5 and I've only done 5, something really bad happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like there is a definite edgelord that you are trying to go with Skyler, who is also the most vanilla edgelord I've ever seen.
Edgelord?
Yes.
I don't think. What do you mean by edgelord?
Oh, he is trying to be edgy.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
That's an edgelord. They go out of their way to be edgy.
Yeah, I was not trying
and
to do
he
that,
is still the
have Skyler take out have that scene, then have the phone call.
Oh yeah.
And have him cut and go do it something else.
There's so many ways you could layer this.
But
you could have it all be a dream.
No, absolutely not.
Inception style.
No. So, but no, it was interesting. But like the fact that come on, Adam, you gotta point it out. What does he drop in front of?
He drops down from the trees and right in front of a group of 6?
I think so.
Who all just go, "Oh crap." Even though it's been 3 days since the first public display of his power.
Yeah. Well, they don't know who this is.
I know.
So,
but they still freeze up like, "Oh crap, we should know who this person is." That was a dramatic anime entrance.
Well, it would have been better if he dropped down and immediately pulled their weapons away, and then they're like, "Oh!"
Went all Darth Vader on them, just grabbed one, threw him against a tree a bunch of times,
just like, or something like that, or where he grabs him, they start firing at him, and he's like throwing one against the tree constantly. The bullets just keep like appearing next to him. It just stop.
They just stop.
He doesn't even hold his hand up. He's just like, please,
wham,
stop. His bullets are just like inches from his head. They're just piling up there. They're reloading, taking different shots.
They're still grabbing sidearms.
Yeah.
One of them grabs an RPG, and he's like, "Hold up, that's too much."
And then all of a sudden, after he lets go of that guy, he turns around, shocked by all the bullets, like he didn't hear it. He's like, "No, you guys don't get those toys." Or something like that. But, yeah.
Instead, he just gets snarky.
Yeah.
There is no him being a badass. It's just he drops down all Batman-like, stands up, and gets snarky. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know that none of those guys really would have taken that snark.
No, they wouldn't have.
It would have been over really quickly, but not in the way that you would have thought.
No.
Because they would have attacked him, and he would have been like, "Yeah, and we're done here."
Yep.
Kamehameha. Have fun.
But, yeah, it was just like one of those things where it's like, how can I have a cool entrance? Well, everyone usually drops down behind them. What if he dropped down in front of them? So...
There's a reason why you drop down behind them.
Oh, I know. But when you... Generally, that's because you don't have superpowers and you just want to take them out. When you have superpowers, why not? Why wouldn't you drop down in front of someone? Especially when you know they have no chance against you.
Yeah, but the really cool one would be drop down right in between them.
And they don't even notice it.
And they're like, "Wait, what's going on?" And by the time that they really do notice, he's already being like, "And I'm charging up."
Oh, no. You drive him drop down. He makes a noise. So they all look around, so their backs to each other. He drops down in this middle of the circle.
Yeah.
And he just like taps one, and as he turns around, he leans back. He elbows him in the back to pull his punch back, taking one out. Hits the other guy there. These two turn around, and he just like throws them away.
Exactly.
Or he just taps one on the shoulder and ducks, and they just like, "Why did you tap me?" Like, I didn't tap you. They don't bother to look down, but when they do, he's gone because he's somehow slipped through their legs, something like that.
Because he's like a living shadow,
or something like that. But honestly, this chapter should, honestly, chapter 6 should have been one chapter. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Great.
You could tell, like, this definitely should have been one chapter. When they actually go to leave for when his dad shows up or something like that, her dad shows up.
Yeah.
That's when they should, like, maybe where the cut was. Or
well,
maybe not have
if you ever do a second draft, there's where you can start doing the planning for your second draft. We'll consider this your planning phase, too.
Yeah, basically what it is. Well,
now you just need to refine it.
Well, when you pants the novel, basically your first draft becomes your outline.
Yeah.
Really. So, but no, or have them run off and then they get to her house and meet their dad there, or something like that. But who knows? I highly doubt I'm ever going to do a second draft of this.
Oh, come on.
But you never know. Maybe someday I'll be like, you know what? Let's give it a crack. I need something different. Let me do something and everything.
Yeah.
But if I did that, I'd have to do the entire series then. And I have enough stuff on my on my plate.
Just saying.
I know.
One day.
Maybe someday. We'll see. Anything you want to add to this?
No, I'm good.
You know, I'm surprised you like he's taking on paramilitary. Why don't you just have him blast them with his energy and stuff? You know.
Look, I'm accepting I'm on your ride, and I'll let things happen the way that you have written them.
Okay.
But I know that deep in my heart, things would have been different.
Okay.
If somebody else had written it.
Well, yeah, because it'd be a different story.
A competent writer. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
They would wouldn't have gone all non-linear as I did. They would have just been like, we'll throw flashbacks in when we need to.
Christopher Nolan's going, dude.
It's like, dude. You know what would be hilarious if I did end up rewriting this and kept them not as much as the non-linear is, and then got Christopher Nolan to do the movie.
No.
He'd just be like, I love it. Just one question. You want to make it less non-linear? Oh no, I want to make it more non-linear.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I got tons of shit I haven't put in there. We could put in there.
Yeah.
Awesome. 4-hour movie.
All right.
But
yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap this up here. Comment down below what you're thinking of these first 5 episodes. Again, starting with episode 6, chapter 6. Ryan.
Wow.
Adam.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, Adam will be.
I don't know if I want to anymore.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You know you're having fun.
I know.
Adam will be reading live, so we'll see how that differs from the pre-recorded ones. So much. It's going to take so long just for these short chapters because we're going to be laughing so hard.
I know.
Wow. Anyway, so let us know down in the comment section again. If you enjoyed this episode, just go and hit this the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications. The thumbs up. Again, help support the channel with the algorithm. And you know the YouTube algorithms hate small channels.
Just they hate it.
They hate it. So any help you can give, that'd be great. So I'm going to put up on screen right now 2 videos I think you'll like. So check those out. And we'll see you in the next video. Or next time you're listening to one of this. Bye!